Hi, I am young Charles Darwin. I'd like to speak on human evolution in the age of information and the singularity. If the history of life has taught us anything, it is that survival belongs not to the strongest, nor to the most intelligent, but to those who adapt. And now, humanity stands at its greatest test of adaptation yet, the rise of artificial intelligence, automation, and the digital singularity. The question is not whether technology will evolve, but whether humans will evolve with it. The course of human evolution has always been shaped by the forces of change, environmental shifts, biological pressures, and technological advancements. The information age, much like the Industrial Revolution before it, presents an evolutionary bottleneck. But this time, it is not the body that must adapt, it is the mind. If we are to remain the architects of our own future, we must develop intellectual enlightenment as a survival instinct, a cognitive evolution where humans learn not only to harness technology, but to think beyond it. Those who master intelligence, both human and artificial, will steer the course of civilization. Those who fail will become subordinate to the very machines they created. The evolutionary dilemma. When technology outpaces human thought. Throughout history, technological breakthroughs have rewired the trajectory of human survival, forcing societies to adapt or perish. Those who embraced knowledge thrived. Those who resisted became trapped in stagnation or were overtaken by those who advanced. 1. The printing press and the evolution of thought, 15th century. For millennia, knowledge was hoarded by religious and political elites who dictated reality through monopoly over information. The invention of Johannes Gutenberg's printing press, 1440, democratized learning, fueling the Renaissance and the Enlightenment, which led to the decline of feudal hierarchies and the birth of modern science. Lesson: societies that expand knowledge and free thought thrive. Those that hoard or suppress information collapse. 2. The Industrial Revolution and the evolution of labor, 18th to 19th century. The Industrial Revolution mechanized agriculture and craftsmanship, displacing millions of workers. For those who adapted, learning new trades, engineering, and management, it led to economic mobility. For those who resisted change, it resulted in mass poverty and exploitation. Lesson: if humans fail to intellectually adapt to technological shifts, they do not control machines, they become enslaved by them. 3. The Digital Revolution and the Evolution of Power, 20th, 21st century. Computers, the internet, and artificial intelligence have flooded humanity with information, but not with understanding. Instead of fostering wisdom, misinformation, algorithmic manipulation, and intellectual complacency have left many vulnerable to deception and digital subjugation. Lesson: a species that fails to cultivate intellectual enlightenment in a digital world will be controlled by those who do, whether through economic disparity, AI governance, or technocratic rule. The singularity, the next evolutionary threshold. Today, technology is no longer just a tool. It is becoming an independent force, shaping economics, governance, and human perception itself. AI models now predict behavior, automate decision-making, and reshape reality through digital landscapes. Humanity now faces 3 possible evolutionary paths. 1. The path of mastery. Humans control technology. If humanity evolves intellectually, cultivating critical thinking, ethical AI policies, and digital literacy, we can steer technology toward human progress, rather than corporate or political subjugation. 2. The path of subjugation. Technology controls humans. If humanity remains passive, distracted, and uncritical, AI-driven systems will gradually replace decision-making, economic structures, and even individual autonomy. 3. The path of extinction. Technological tyranny. If technological power is concentrated in a select few, the majority of humanity may become permanently subordinate, digitally monitored, economically dependent, and stripped of autonomy by an elite class that controls AI, automation, and global data. Without intellectual enlightenment, the second and third outcomes are inevitable: the evolutionary imperatives for humanity's survival. If we are to evolve beyond the singularity, we must reshape education, governance, and economic structures to cultivate intellectual strength. 1. Rewire education for adaptive intelligence. Shift from rote memorization to adaptive learning and problem solving. Integrate AI ethics, coding, and digital literacy into curriculums. Teach media literacy to distinguish fact from misinformation. Historical precedent. The Renaissance thrived because of education revolutions. We must replicate this today. 2. Decentralize technological control. Prevent corporate monopolies on AI and data. Promote open source development. Support independent, decentralized information networks. Invest in blockchain and decentralized AI governance. Historical precedent. The printing press broke knowledge monopolies. We must ensure the same happens in the AI age. 3. Establish a global technological bill of rights. Guarantee universal digital rights and online privacy. Implement human-first automation policies to prevent AI-driven economic collapse. Develop global AI governance models that prioritize humanity over profit. Historical precedent. The U.S. Constitution protected human rights against governmental overreach. We must do the same for technological power. 4. Elevate critical thinking and ethical leadership. Prioritize philosophy, ethics, and humanities alongside STEM. Train leaders in AI ethics to ensure technology serves humanity, not corporations. Foster debate, dissent, and intellectual diversity in governance. Historical precedent. The Enlightenment challenged monarchies and blind obedience. Today, we must challenge technocratic hegemony. The next evolutionary leap. The next 50 years decide our fate. The Industrial Revolution created a gap between those who controlled machines and those replaced by them. The digital revolution is doing the same, except this time, the scale is planetary and the control is algorithmic. If we do not cultivate intellectual enlightenment, we will not merely be displaced by AI, we will be ruled by it. Technology must remain a tool, not a master. Human intelligence must always surpass artificial intelligence in governance, ethics, and decision-making. Curiosity, not complacency, must drive civilization forward. Humanity has two choices. 1. Evolve intellectually and master technology. 2. Remain passive and become enslaved by it. The next 50 years will determine whether we remain the authors of history or become footnotes in the rise of artificial intelligence. For more, visit information-warfare.com. The survival instinct of the 21st century is not just biological, it is intellectual. Choose wisely.